Hi everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Talks. This is Mia, and I'm really happy that you're here with me today. If you're listening right now, maybe you're having a cup of coffee, maybe you're walking somewhere, or maybe you're lying on your bed. Wherever you are, I hope this moment feels peaceful for you. Because today, I don't want to teach grammar or explain rules. I just want to talk to you, like two friends having a slow conversation about life, language, and the little things that make our days meaningful. Sometimes we're so busy that we forget to pause. We wake up, rush, work, eat, scroll, sleep, and repeat. But in between all of that, there are tiny moments that can make us smile. And that's what today's episode is about. Finding calm in the ordinary. So let's begin. My mornings usually start with light coming through the window. Not too bright, just soft sunlight, touching the edge of the curtain. For a few seconds, I just lie there, listening to the quiet. No notifications, no noise, just the soft sound of the world waking up. I like mornings when I don't have to hurry. I think mornings are like gentle promises, a quiet chance to start again. After a few deep breaths, I reach for my phone, of course. I know I shouldn't, but I check the time. Maybe scroll through some messages. Sometimes, I see a funny meme from a friend and smile before I even get up. Then I finally stand, stretch my body, and open the curtains. The air feels fresh. If I have time, I make a cup of warm coffee. Not because I need caffeine, but because I love the smell. That first sip always feels like a slow reminder that I'm here. I'm alive. And it's a new day. I usually play some music. Something soft, maybe acoustic. The kind of music that fills the room but doesn't take too much space. As the coffee cools, I think about my plans for the day. Nothing fancy, just little things like finishing work, replying to a message, doing laundry, calling my mom. Sometimes, I smile because even those small plans make life feel full. You know, mornings have this special energy. It's not about being productive. It's about being present. Some people say, start your day strong. But I like to say, start your day slow. Because when you start slow, you notice things. You notice the way sunlight hits your wall, the smell of toast from the kitchen, the quiet sound of birds outside your window. Those small details, they're what make life feel real. Around 9 a.m., I usually sit down to work. I turn on my laptop, open my notes, and start typing. Some days, I feel focused. Other days, I feel distracted. And that's okay. Not every day needs to be perfect. I used to feel bad when I wasn't productive, like I was wasting time or falling behind. But lately, I've learned to be gentler with myself. Sometimes, doing your best simply means showing up. Even if your best today looks different from your best yesterday. I think that's part of being human. Accepting that we can't always be at 100%, but we can always try to be present. While working, I often take breaks. I stretch, walk to the window, look at the sky. Sometimes I make tea or grab a small snack. I've learned that breaks don't make you lazy. They make you last longer. There's something peaceful about stepping away for a few minutes. Just breathing, letting your thoughts settle. When I return to my work, I often feel lighter, more clear. Around noon, I start to get hungry. Lunch is simple. Maybe rice and vegetables. Sometimes pasta. Sometimes just bread and soup. I'm not a great cook, but I like simple food. While eating, I sometimes listen to other podcasts or watch something relaxing. After lunch, I often feel sleepy. That post-lunch feeling when your eyelids get heavy and you just want to rest for a little while. So I let myself rest. Even 15 minutes with my eyes closed can reset the whole day. Then I get back to work. Afternoons are slower. The sun feels softer, and the world outside seems quieter. Sometimes I light a candle while I work. Something about the small flame helps me focus. Around 5 p.m., I finish my tasks. I close my laptop, stretch again, and take a deep breath. That's the sound of relief. The sound of, I did what I could today. Even if I didn't finish everything, I remind myself that progress isn't about perfection. It's about small steps that add up over time. After work, I like to go for a short walk, just around the neighborhood, feeling the wind, watching people pass by. I notice the smell of food from little restaurants, the laughter of kids playing, the sound of traffic fading in the distance. Sometimes I stop at a small cafe. I order a nice drink, sit by the window, and watch the world move. That's one of my favorite things. Just sitting quietly, doing nothing, but feeling connected. When I come home, the sky is already changing color. The light turns golden, and everything feels a bit slower and bit softer. Evenings make me reflective. They remind me that every day, no matter how simple, is still a story. Some chapters are exciting, some are quiet, but they all matter. I cook dinner, usually something light. While cooking, I sometimes talk to myself in English. It's funny, but it helps me practice. I'll say things like, "Oh, now I'm chopping onions. Ouch, that one's strong." Or, "Let's see if I can make this taste better than yesterday." It's a small, fun way to make learning part of my routine. Dinner is peaceful. I light a candle, maybe play some jazz or lo-fi music. No phone, no scrolling, just food and quiet. It feels like giving myself permission to slow down. After eating, I clean up a bit, then take a shower. The water always washes away more than just dirt. It washes away thoughts too. When the water runs down, it feels like my mind gets lighter. Then I put on soft clothes, maybe a hoodie or pajama, and I sit near the window again. I look outside, maybe at the city lights, or sometimes, if the sky is clear, at the stars. There's something so comforting about quiet nights. At night, I like to reflect. Not in a deep, dramatic way, just gentle reflection. I ask myself, how did I feel today? Not what did I do, but how did I feel? Sometimes I feel proud. Sometimes I feel tired. Sometimes I just feel okay. And that's enough. Then I think of 3 things I'm grateful for. They don't have to be big. Sometimes it's just, my coffee was good. The weather was nice. I laughed today. Gratitude doesn't have to be grand. It just has to be real. Before bed, I often write a few lines in my journal. It's not poetry. It's not perfect. It's just honest. Something like, today was simple, but I felt calm. Or, I didn't get everything done, but I tried. Then I close my notebook, make some tea, and turn off the lights, leaving only a small lamp on. That soft light feels like a friend, a little warm glow that says, you're safe. You can rest now. Sometimes, I think about how we measure our days. We often think a good day means achieving a lot. But maybe a good day simply means you smiled. You rested. You noticed something beautiful. You took care of yourself. Life doesn't always have to be exciting to be meaningful. Sometimes peace is enough. As I lie down, I can hear the quiet outside. Maybe a few cars. Maybe a dog barking somewhere far away. And in that stillness, I realize something. Every day, even the ordinary ones, are part of a bigger picture. We don't need to chase perfect days. We just need to live present ones. Because one day we'll look back and realize that all those small, ordinary days were actually the most beautiful chapters of all. So if you're listening to this right now, and your life feels a bit routine, please know that's okay. Routine doesn't mean boring. Routine means rhythm. It means you're showing up for your life every single day. And that's something to be proud of. Take a deep breath with me. You did your best today. And that's enough. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope my words made you feel a little more calm, a little more connected, and maybe a little more inspired to see beauty in your own daily life.